Okay, quick tutorial on how to use OpenQuizer. OpenQuizer is a free and open source program I've developed to help people study for exams, such as state fire exam, paramedic exam, EMT exam, and any other exam that we can get questions for. What I'm going to do first, I just downloaded the zip file and I open it up with my zip program. I was going to extract the folder to my desktop here. And then I'm going to go to the folder that I extracted right here. Now for Windows users, the first time you run the program, you're going to want to run this install bat, which will download and install some necessary files. Linux users, go ahead and just double click on the Quizzer py file. Windows users, after running the install bat, all you have to do from that point on is run the quizzer.py file. Depending on how your system's set up, it may ask what you want to do with the file. I'm just going to click run, and it will open up the program right here. This is our main menu for the program at this point. We have create and edit quizzes and view quizzes. First we're going to look at, let's just look at quizzes. We'll view quizzes. The program, when you download, will come with some quizzes. Right now all I've got is driver engineer exam for firefighting, and the NEBCOP exam for people studying to become occupational therapists. You choose the test that you want, asks your question here, gives you 4 answers. Down here at the bottom it shows that there are 97 questions in this test, and it will show you your score over here, and 0 are known. It grabs the questions randomly from the database, so the questions are never in the same order, and the test pretty much goes on forever until you feel like stopping, so the questions will repeat unless you remove them from the quiz. So let's say you read this question, you pick an answer, it's going to tell you up here whether you got the answer right or wrong, and it gives you your score. You got 0 out of 1 correct, your percentage is 0%. Let's say we answered it correct and we feel like we know that one, we don't want that question to come back up anymore, we'll click remove from quiz. And now you can see that we know 1 of 97. So now let's say we remove a bunch of questions from the quiz, or even all the questions from the quiz. Once you remove them all, it will let you know that there are no more questions. But at any point you can click reload all questions, and all the questions will be back, and you're back at 0 of 97 are known. It remembers which ones you have removed from the quiz, so if you close the program and come back later, they are removed. And if you want to reload them again, once again just click reload all questions. Now to edit or create a quiz, we go to create and edit quiz. Choose the quiz you want to add questions to, or start a new one by typing the name, like test as the name of the quiz. You'll type your question here. What is a color? And for answer A, we're going to put dog. Answer B, we'll put cat. For answer C, we'll put blue. And for answer D, we'll put none of the above. Obviously, the correct answer is C. We'll choose C. Go add to file. Now, if we go to view quiz, there's our test that we just created. There's our question. There's only one question, and if we click blue, it tells us we got it correct, and we got 1 out of 1 correct, 100%. You can continue adding questions to that test, or at any point switch to another test. The only thing you have to be careful about is the official exams that come with the program or that you download. If you add or make changes to them, at any point if you choose to update database, which will download any database questions that we have on our website, it will overwrite changes you make to those official quizzes. It won't affect quizzes that you've made. So at this point, I'm going to go to flashcards, which is another part of the program, which is basically the same thing. You can create cards. You choose the section you want to put them under. You put side 1, side 2 of the card and add it. If you go to view cards and you choose, I'll just choose the example cards. There's 4 cards in this deck, and it grabs them randomly. The first one is what is 10 divided by 2. The other side of the card says 5. You can mark it as known if you want, and it automatically brings up the next question or next card, and you can go through them all. If you mark them all as known, it says you know all the cards in this deck, please reload all cards to start over. And we're going to click reload all cards, and they're all back. We know 0 of 4. Any point you can visit our website by clicking the visit website button, and what will happen at the website is that we'll have updates. Here you've probably already visited this web page, but if you haven't, this is what our official web page looks like at this point. We'll have a little tutorial on how to use and install the program, which you're actually watching right now, as well as other tutorial videos. You can download the program here. You can also add questions to our official database. Basically, you'll click on one of these, such as this driver engineer exam. If you wanted to add questions to that exam, it'll bring us to this. Same thing, you put in a question, 4 answers, and then choose which is the right answer. If you want to do a true and false, just put answers A and B and leave the other 2 blank. And that will submit the questions to our database. We're going to try to keep track of good and bad questions and not have any bad questions in there. If you want to have an exam that isn't listed, because right now we only have 4 listed, go ahead and type the name of the exam there and submit it, and we'll see if we can get questions for it. If you have any other questions or comments, or if you having problems, or if you think that one of the questions in one of our official databases is bad, you can post it here. Just click submit, and we'll check that over and hopefully keep any bad questions out. And that will do it for this tutorial.